scriptures. All the scriptures are compiled by, yes, Srila Vyasdeva. So Bhagavad Gita talks about basic knowledge of soul, super soul, nature, action, time, and nature. And Srimad Bhagavatam is more explanation about these five elements and about the relationship between devotees and the Supreme Lord. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita, not only about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's a more detailed version of the relationship between devotees and Lord, and about this creation and about the goal of human form of life. Like maths, you learn in class 5th. Then maths you learn in class 8th. And the maths you learn in class 12th. What is the difference? हाँ? कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है. यस, कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है. और किसका स्तर? केवल प्रश्न का स्तर बढ़ता है या हमारा भी बढ़ता है? Depends on the maturity level of the candidate, isn't it? So similarly, you are in Chaitanya Charitamrita class, so it's already expected you know the basic. Huh? That's why we have this Chaitanya Charitamrita class, that we know the basic. That means you know Bhagavad Gita at least some extent. You know Srimad Bhagavatam some extent, and then Chaitanya Charitamrita. Actually, there is no end. You can keep on reading Bhagavad Gita, you can keep on reading Srimad Bhagavatam. There is no end. Every time you will get, more relishment and, new understanding about spirituality. Every time. It's not like that, last time I read that, so, same thing I'm gonna get. No. Every time new things. So like, one of the ISKCON sannyasis, His Holiness Prahladananda Swami Maharaj. Does anyone know how many times he read Bhagavad Gita? Any idea? Any guess? Online participants, listeners, or whatever. Does anyone know? First of all, how many of you know His Holiness Prahladananda Swami Maharaj, one of the sannyasis in ISKCON? Padam Pujya Prahlad Ananda Swami Maharaj. He is a foreign body, not from Bharat. No one knows. So he read 150 times Bhagavad Gita, even 153 times, and still it's going on. 153rd or 154th, time is going on. He's again he started. He's not getting bored. Why? Some others who were. Every time he's getting new things. And it's not only the case with him only. If we read, we'll get the same taste. Every time we'll get new understanding. And so Bhagavad Gita talks about the soul and the super soul, and what is the relationship between these two. And when we try to re-establish that relationship or that connection, that is called, the process is called bhakti. The process is called devotional service, bhakti. We are trying to re-establish the connection, and what is the goal? We want to enjoy or we want to serve? We want to serve whom? Yes, we want to serve Krishna. Who is Krishna? Why you want to serve Krishna? He is the supreme personality of Godhead. So in today's discussion, what we will see, The Supreme Personality of Godhead, he incarnated himself as the devotee. As the devotee. Why? He talks about devotion in Bhagavad Gita. But who can teach us? The one who is talking about devotion, he can only teach us how to devote, how to perform devotional services. Topmost devotional services in the best form, how we can perform. So in that series, Lord Krishna, he incarnated himself as devotee. Because devotee only can teach how to perform devotional service. So perfect devotee is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani. Why in the mood of Radharani? Because Radharani is the topmost devotee. Topmost devotee. She is always ready to serve, and not only to ready to serve, she always wants to bring all living entities to serve Krishna. She does not want front seat. What she wants? That everyone should come and serve Krishna together, not alone. Together. This is the spirit, this is the mood of spiritual world. Everyone wants to serve Krishna. Everyone, not a single person. If someone wants to enjoy, then what is the place? Here. If you want to enjoy separately from Krishna, come here in the lap of Maya Devi and try to become enjoyer. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the form of devotee, he is teaching us how to perform devotional service. In the beginning. In the beginning.
Because we said
Okay.
but in the entire channel we see that all people were other people who were like serving.
Mm-hmm.
So people knew that those who were associates knew that he's the supreme personality.
Yeah.
So except when he went to Puri, where he was
He went to Puri.
where he was in front of.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, what he does like he is being treated like but
Not by everyone. See, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Naham Naham Prakashah Sadavasya Yoga Maya Samavata. Krishna says, I do not disclose myself in front of everyone. Naham Prakashah Sadavasya Yoga Maya Samavata. By his internal potency, he is covered. He is covered in front of whom? Mudhoyam Nabhijana. Those who are fools. Less intelligent, not less intelligent. Again, last time I mentioned, there's a difference between less intelligent and a fool. So it depends on Krishna. If he wants to, disclose himself, then so those who are treating themselves, those who are treating Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is supreme personality of Godhead. They were his eternal associates. So they know. Although he is in a disguise of a devotee and they are helping them, they are helping Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but still they know who Krishna is, who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, what is his actual position. Although he is in the form of a devotee or in the form of sannyasi, but still. Yes. And he reveals also, na? Like in front of Ramanand Rai, in front of Sarvam Bhattacharya, he revealed his form. In front of Sarvam Bhattacharya, he revealed his 6 arms, not 4-handed form. 6-handed forms he revealed. 2 hands of Where did you hear two hands of Radharani? Who said? No. Krishna, Ram, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Six hands. Two hands of Krishna, two hands of Lord Ramachandra, holding arrow and bow. And third form is of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of sannyasi. In one hand Kamandal and another hand what? Huh? Bhala. Mala. Sorry, I heard Bhala. Not Mala, Danda. Sannyasi they have Danda, stick. Like Prabhupada, he used to write three Dandi sannyasi. He is holding Dand, not that is single Dand, it is three Dands are there, three sticks are there in that. That means this shows he is, trying to serve Lord by his body, mind, and words. So these three sticks shows, indicate these three aspects. So where to perform bhakti, we'll read two shlokas and then we'll go further. I'll just read a translation. Lord Krishna said, even though a person is a very learned scholar of the Sanskrit Vedic literatures, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. However, even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. Who? Even those who are dog eaters. If they are devotee, means they have no any other desire except to serve Krishna. Anya avilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anagatam anukulyena krishnanushīlanam bhaktir uttama. What is bhakti? What is devotion? There should be no any other desire. It is not mentioned you become desireless. No. No any other desire. Desire to enjoy your own senses. Desire to gratify your own senses. No. What is the desire? Anya abhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anagatam anukulyena krishnanu. Whatever is favorable to serve Krishna will accept that. And that is uttama. Bhakti is uttama. That is the uttam bhakti. Highest bhakti. So here it is mentioned, if a person who is very scholar in Sanskrit language, but is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. He is not pure. He is saying some motives he has, then he is not devotee. And then in the other side, even someone who is in the family of a dog eater, Shwapacha, that is mentioned. Shwapacha, Shwa means Shwan, Shwan means a dog. So dog eaters, but if he is devotee, he has no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also, Api chet sudugacharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadhureva samantavya. Krishna says, even someone who is performing very, very abominable activity, but if still he is trying to serve me, bhajate mamananya bhak, if trying to serve me unconditionally, he is a sadhu, he is devotee. Because of some rajogun or tamogun, he is into that particular activity, but still he is trying to serve without any personal motivation. He is a devotee. The next verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining here to Sanatana Goswami. One may be born in a Brahmana family and have all 12 Brahmanical qualities. But if he is not devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who has a navel shaped like a lotus, he is not as good as Chandal, who has dedicated his mind, words, activities, wealth, and life to the service of the Lord. So someone who is in a Brahmana family knows of having all the qualities, but still is not devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We see so many scholars are there, but still they are so envious of Krishna, they are not ready to bow down in front of Krishna. They are not ready to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They say he is a Mahapurush. They do not accept Krishna Supreme Person, who is Supreme Enjoyer. They say some Mahapurush, some mystic person like that, they say. Like Kansa. He used to say Krishna was Mayavi. He's a Mayavi. Means he knows he knows some magic. And that's why he's Mayavi. He was not accepting him as a Supreme Personality. So Prabhupada says in his lectures or in his books, if someone is not accepting Krishna during his lifetime, then Krishna comes in front of him at the time of death as a Kal. Death means Kal. Then he accepts. But then it is very late. There is no time. So it is mentioned if somebody is not accepting Krishna, there is no devotion, then there is no use of good qualities. There is no use of good qualities. Simply to take birth in a Brahmana family or to have Brahmanical qualities is not sufficient. One must become a pure devotee of the Lord. If a Shwapacha or Chandal is a devotee, he delivers not only himself but his whole family, whereas a devotee. Just a minute. Hare Krishna Guruji? हाँ Guruji. अच्छा. Okay, even in India. Okay. Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. That email I have. Okay, Guruji. Okay. Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sorry. So even if a Shwapacha or Chandal is a devotee, he delivers not only himself but his whole family. Whereas a Brahmana who is not a devotee but simply has Brahmanical qualifications cannot even purify himself. What to speak of his family? So very powerful statement, and we see same thing in the life of Lord Krishna himself when they all were Krishna, Balaram, and cowherd boys. They were in forest and they were very hungry. And then Krishna sent all these cowherd boys to the wives of Brahmanas, those who were performing fire sacrifice in the forest. And what is the purpose of a sacrifice? Yajna, to please Vishnu. And Krishna is not different from Vishnu. And then first Krishna sent all these cowherd boys to Brahmanas, and then they denied. They no, we are going to perform yajna. We are going to offer all this stuff to yajna, this or that, and then they came back. And then Krishna sent all of them to whom? To their wives. And as soon as they heard, all these gopis, they heard that Krishna and Balaram, they are hungry and they want food. Immediately they came with all this preparation. Whatever preparation they made for the sacrifice, they bring all those preparations to offer whom? To Krishna. And their life was successful. And then later on, the husbands, the Brahmanas, they were lamenting that your life is successful now. They are telling to whom? Their wives, that your life is really successful. We are just in the ritual. You really performed a devotional activity. You really pleased Krishna. So this is the goal of bhakti, to please Krishna, not to become, superior in front of society, or become proud of some, brahmanical birth, or proud of birth in good family or aristocratic family or rich family. No use, because when you are going to die, there is no use of all these things. So this is the importance of bhakti. And then see, bhakti is not just selfish. By if we perform bhakti, it will be beneficial to one and all, not only just that person who is performing devotional service, the whole family. And we see, not only family, we see in the family, in the colony, we see when someone is doing something, and they all get some benefit of that. Someone may will inquire, what do you do? Ye joli kya hai? What you chant? This, that. They ask. Those who are pious, at least they will ask. They will inquire. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya, who is the combined form of Radha and Krishna, and he appeared for whom? To deliver all conditioned souls, not only Brahmanas, to all, even Chandals. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami earlier he was working with a Muslim Nawab in Bengal. So in those days, Muslims were there, and someone who is working under Muslim ruler or emperor, he also considered as Muslim only. So people used to call Sanatan Goswami not Sanatan, they used to call Sakar Malik with a Muslim name. Anyway, but now Sanatan Goswami came back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, he is inquiring from Sanatan Goswami that you give the answer. Like Krishna and Arjuna, they are talking, they have conversation for whose benefit? For us. Similarly, here also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking Sanatan Goswami, who is like a Muslim only, because he was serving a Muslim ruler. That's why. To that person, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to glorify his devotees. Doesn't matter he is in which family, a highest class or in a lowest class, but he wants to glorify his devotees. So there is a competition between Lord and his devotees. Krishna wants to glorify his devotees, and devotees want to glorify Krishna. There is a competition, spiritual competition, and there is no end of this competition. So Madhya Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, text, chapter 20, text number 95-96. We'll start from here. पूर्वे याचे राय पासे प्रभु प्रश्न कैला, तारा शक्ते रामानंद तारा उत्तर दिला. यहाँ प्रभु शक्ते प्रश्न करे सनातन, आपने महाप्रभु करे तत्व निरूपण. Formerly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had asked Ramananda Rai spiritual questions, and by the Lord's causeless mercy, Ramananda Rai could properly reply. See, again, it is mentioned not by his own, scholarship of Ramananda Rai, he is giving answer. No, by the mercy of Krishna, he was able to give the answer. So devotees are totally dependent on Krishna's mercy. Of course, they put effort. It's not like that they are just sitting ideally, and they see, okay, Krishna's mercy will come one day. No, they put effort, but again, totally dependent on Krishna's mercy. So Ramanand Rai spiritual questions, and by the Lord's causeless mercy, Ramanand Rai could properly reply. Now, by the Lord's mercy, Sanatan Goswami questioned the Lord, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally supplied the truth. Krishna Swarupa, no, this is sloka. Krishna Swarupa Madhu Vadya Bhakti Rasashrayam Tattvam Sanatanayesh Kripayopa Dideshasaha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, personally told Sanatan Goswami about Lord Krishna's real identity. He also told him about the Lord's conjugal love, his personal opulence, and the mellows of devotional service. All these truths were explained to Sanatana Goswami by the Lord himself out of his causeless mercy. Out of his causeless kripa. Here it is mentioned kripaya, by his causeless mercy. He is not forced to answer. Krishna is swatantra. He is swadat. Swadat means totally independent. Krishna is totally independent. So he is not forced to give the answer. But by his causeless mercy, he is giving the answer. तबे सनातन प्रभुर चरण धरिया दैन्य विनती करे दंते तृणलया. Putting a straw in his mouth and bowing down, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly spoke as follows. So, is the procedure to ask, to inquire. How to inquire? Dante Trina Laya. Yeah, Dante Trina Dhari. Trina means a blade of grass. If you put a blade of grass under your teeth, beneath your teeth, and then you speak, you cannot speak loudly, isn't it? You try. Means you imagine you are putting some straw of blade grass in your beneath your teeth, and you try to speak. So you are very humble. You cannot shout. But it's the process of inquiring in a very humble way. You should inquire, not to just challenge. Nowadays you see people, they ask questions not to solve their own queries, their doubts. They ask in challenge. They ask in challenging mood. Then what's the use? They are not humble. So even someone give the answer, then their focus is not on the answer. They think, no, what is the another question? Because they are asking in challenging way. So they are not bothered about the answer. Just they want to put questions again and again and again. That is their foolishness. So what is the process? Dante Trinalaya. Sanatan Goswami putting a straw. That is not literally he is putting a straw and asking. He is already humble. Those who are not humble, there is a need to keep themselves, put straw, grass straw in their mouth and they speak. But he is already humble. Who? Sanatan Goswami. He was knowing so many languages, Arabic, Sanskrit, so many languages he was knowing. He was so a scholar, but still he is so humble and he is asking. And bowing down, Sanatan Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly spoke as follows. Holding someone's feet means he is the person who is holding the feet of someone. He is ready to accept, ready to surrender, ready to accept this inferior position. Totally dependent on him. Sanatan Goswami said, I was born in a low family and my associates are all low-class men. I myself am fallen and am the lowest of men. Indeed, I have passed my whole life fallen in the veil of sinful materialism. He is telling he spent his whole life in sense enjoyment. Like a materialistic person, they are totally into sense gratification. Their goal of life is what? How to get sense gratification as much as possible. And they are not bothered about the consequences for themselves and for surroundings, for society. So actually, Shri Sanatan Goswami belonged to a Brahmana family because he belonged to the Saraswata division of the Brahmanas and was well cultured and well educated. Somehow or other, he accepted a ministership in the Muslim government. Therefore, he had to associate with meat eaters, drunkards, and gross materialists. Sanatan Goswami considered himself fallen for in the association of such men. He also fell victim to material enjoyment. Having passed his life in that way, he considered that he had wasted his valuable time. So at least he has realized. So same condition we can see ourselves. We are also because of ignorance, because of agyanta, because of nescience. We are also in ignorance that I am the enjoyer. We want to enjoy from the very beginning. From the very beginning, because we are taught like that. The goal of life is to earn and to enjoy. That's it. But it is not the goal of life. So like हिंदी में कहते हैं जब जागो तब सवेरा. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कभी भी जागे. पॉइंट इज दैट जब हमको मालूम पड़े, as soon as we came to know that yes, goal of life is not just to enjoy and die one day. Goal of life is something different. We are not this body, we are spirit, soul. Get proper knowledge. So, okay, not from the very beginning. Prahlad says from the age of 5 years. What is the age of this? 10. So still 5 years late. But no. He started in 7. Okay. He's also good. So he is more advanced than all of us. Isn't it? Because in this age he started. So by the time of our age, he will come. Then he'll be more advanced. But if he continues. So when you understand yes, what is the goal of life, inquire more, start practicing, try to get that kind of association, and then you become advanced. You progress yourself. So this statement about how one can become fallen in this material world is made by the greatest authority in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Actually, the whole world is presently fallen into material existence. Everyone is a meat eater, drunkard, woman hunter, gambler, and whatnot. Someone may say, okay, I am not meat eater, I am not woman hunter, I am not drunkard. A gambler. Gambler means not only Juari. Juari means what a Juari does. Huh? Cheating. When he speaks lie. So if you don't speak lie, then okay, accepted. But we do speak lie. Even we don't know we are speaking lie or not. Because it's in our habit. And what not? People are enjoying material life by committing the 4 basic sins. What are the basic sins? 4 basic sins. Or 4 regulative principles of ISKCON. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. So these are regulative principles. So means these are 4 sinful activities, most sinful activities: meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, and gambling. So although they are fallen, if they simply submit themselves at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will be saved from all sins. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य माम एकं शरणं व्रज aham tvam sarva papabhyo. When you surrender to me, and then only that, okay, you are surrendered, I am surrendered now, or I started chanting, or I started going to temple, taking darshan, so I can also perform sinful activities. No. Okay, you accepted your fault, then don't repeat the mistake. Don't fall again into those activities. Then Krishna is ready to free you from all these sinful reactions. But Krishna says, come to me. Sarvadhaman Parityaja Mama Ekam Sharanam. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami says, Namo Mahavadanyaya. Not only magnanimous, Krishna is magnanimous, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Srimati Radharani is most magnanimous. He is going door to door and he is giving Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. He is giving the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Lao Tumi Mangi. Jai Kol Bola. Okay. Yes, all glories also. महाप्रभु से लाओ तुम्हें मांगी, मांग मांग के लीजिए आप. आपनार हिता हित किछु न जानी, ग्राम्य व्यवहारे पंडित ताई सत्य मानी. I do not know what is beneficial for me or what is detrimental. Nonetheless, in ordinary dealings, people consider me a learned scholar, and I am also thinking of myself as such. So we spend so much time, gossiping about cricket match, politics, and so many things, isn't it? And we consider ourselves, I'm learned people. They watch news, they read newspapers, so many newspapers. Why? Because when such kind of discussion is going on, they want to become scholar. They want to show themselves scholar. I know so many things. कोई ये बताएगा, कोई वो बताएगा. I know internal things. This time, this government will come. This happening, that happening. They show their scholarship in what? In useless matters. So he's telling, I don't know what is beneficial for me. Hit ahit. I don't know what is my hit and where is my ahit. I do not know. That is ignorance. But still, people, they consider that I am a scholar, I am a pandit, and I accept also. Who is telling? Sanatana Goswami is telling. Sometimes we also, puffed up, I know so many things. But regarding spiritual knowledge, we don't know anything. We don't know about our own identity. That I am soul or I am this body. Taking care of the body whole life. So he says, Kripa kari yadi more kari yasha uddhara apana kripate kah kartavya amar. Out of your causeless mercy. Again, he is telling you are not forced. But just I am asking your mercy, kripa. So out of your causeless mercy, you have delivered me from the materialistic path. Now, by the same causeless mercy, please tell me what my duty is. So we are, so indebted to Krishna. Because of his mercy only, we are sitting over here, we are getting this opportunity to know about Krishna, to know about ourselves, to know about the real duty, the ultimate goal of life. Whose mercy? By Krishna's mercy, which is not forced. But we are very dear to him. That's why he is doing this. के आमी केने आमाय जादे तापत्रय इहा नाहि जानी के मने हित हय. Who am I? Why do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? If I do not know this, how can I be benefited? So he is talking about threefold miseries. What are the threefold miseries? Yes. आदि भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक और अधिदैविक. Who can explain? No. Mataji.
This is caused by our body or our health, basically, and by nature, natural calamity, and the one by people around us.
So which comes under one? Underneath. What is Adhyatmic? No, by our own body. Own body, own mind. Then Adi Daivik means natural calamities. Then Adi Bhautik means by surroundings, other people. Not only people, mosquitoes also.
Other creatures.
Yes, it's by surroundings. The threefold material miseries are the miseries arising from the body and the mind, miseries arising from dealings with other living entities, and miseries arising from natural disturbances. Sometimes we suffer bodily when we are attacked by a fever, and sometimes we suffer mentally when a close relative dies. Other living entities also cause us misery. They are living entities born of the human embryo of eggs, perspiration, and vegetation. Miserable conditions brought about by natural catastrophes are controlled by the higher demigods. There may be severe cold or thunderbolts, or a person may be haunted by ghosts. These threefold miseries are always before us and they entrap us in a dangerous situation. Padam padam yat vipatam hitesham. There is danger in every step of life. So no one is free from these threefold miseries. So he is telling this thing that I don't know who am I don't know why I am suffering, what is my benefit. Then he says, साध्य साधन तत्व पूछीते न जानी कृपा करी शब तत्व कहत आपनी. Actually, I do not know how to inquire about the goal of life and the process for obtaining it. Being merciful upon me, please explain all these truths. So, same situation like us, you don't know the goal of life. And what is the goal of life? How to attain that goal of life? What is my relationship with Krishna? प्रभु कहे कृष्ण कृपा तोमाते पूर्ण हय सब तत्व जाना तोमाद नाही तापत्रय. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Krishna has bestowed his full mercy upon you so that all these things are known to you. For you, the threefold miseries certainly do not exist. So we see those who are pure devotees, still they are in this material world, but still they are away or they don't suffer these miseries because they are totally on different platform. There is an example of lotus flower. Lotus flower is in the mud, but still he is not inside the mud. He is aloof from the mud. Similarly, devotees, they are in the material world. They have some suffering, but still they are not affected by it because they are totally into the absorption of Krishna's service. Because of that, they are free. So Krishna says, if you know, if you have all this knowledge, then you are free from miseries. So all this knowledge, given in the scriptures, but we don't have any interest, isn't it? Then who is telling us? There is no opportunity also. But by Krishna's mercy, the scriptures are available with full knowledge of everything about soul, super soul, this nature, how to go to spiritual world, and of course, how to go to lower planets also. What if you do sinful activities? Where you will go? And then if do some bhakti, you will go to spiritual world. If you do some pious activity, then you will go to heavenly planets. But again, you will come back. Kshine punya marti lokam vishanti means as soon as your credit of your past activities is finished, you are again come back to this material world, means mrityu lok. But if you have human form of life, you have again the chance, you have the opportunity. But why to wait for that time? Now we have human form of life, we have this opportunity. Somehow that we got this association of devotees, like in last some of last sessions I discussed about this only. Okay, if you get human life is very rare, you get human life. But if in that human life, if you get association of devotees, Vaikuntha Priya Darshanam, if you get association of devotees, Vaishnavas, that is the real success of human form of life. Because sadhu sangha, sarva shastra ka hai, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hai. Because of the association of devotee, you will get some sukrati. You will act, because of that association, you do something, to please Krishna, knowingly or unknowingly. कृष्ण शक्ति धर तुमी जान तत्व भाव जानी जानी दार ढ्य लागी पूछे साधु द स्वभाव. Since you possess Lord Krishna's potency, you certainly know these things. However, it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquires for the sake of strictness. So, although he says, you possess Lord Krishna's potency. So, we can understand Krishna's potency means soul. Spirit soul is Krishna's marginal potency. So, when soul is in pure form, not covered by these three modes of material nature, then the soul is Sat, Chit and Ananda. Means soul is eternal, with full of knowledge and blissful. But since we are covered in this material body, we are influenced by material modes of nature, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. We are in ignorance. Means we don't know. But Krishna says, because you are a sadhu, and because of the nature of sadhu, you are inquiring. The nature of sadhu is to inquire. Like we see in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, these sages, 88,000 sages, they are asking to whom? Sutta Goswami. And who was asking? Shaunakadi Rishi. On behalf of all these sages, Shaunak Rishi is asking. For whom? For the benefit of the people of Kali Yuga. So this is the nature of sadhu, to inquire for the benefit of the society. Similarly, we see, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, Prabhupada, he went to US in the age of 69. So he went to US, although he was in Vrindavan, he was chanting, he got the place in Radha Damodar temple. Every day he is having darshan, having so many darshan of so many temples, these things. But he was in comfortable situation. But still, he took the risk and he went to US for the benefit of the society. And again, he mentioned, what is my qualification? Because I am here to fulfill the desire of my spiritual master. His spiritual master is also sadhu. And what they desire, not their own personal benefit. They desire, again, the benefit of this whole society. So he is asking. Time is over. One more. Achirada eva sarvartah siddhyateşam abhipsitah saddharmasyavabodhaya yesham nirbandhini matihi. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who thus have unflinching, undeviated intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness. Krishna also says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam. If someone is very eager for spiritual advancement. He is performing devotional activity. He is trying to serve Krishna by different means of devotional activities, and then Krishna will give the intelligence. Although it is mentioned here, who does have unflinching, undeviated intelligence, certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Even if we are not that intelligent, Krishna will provide that intelligence, so that we can go to him. This verse quoted from the Naradiya Puran is found in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 12103. So here is the reference also given from different Puranas and different scriptures. So we'll end here. So whenever I will give this class, we'll continue from here. In future, we don't know, but we'll try. So any question?